Hello everyone, welcome back to a new episode of Citizen Sleeper. It's been about a day or two since I've played this, so excuse me if I need to take a second to kind of reorient myself with the controls and what exactly I was doing. I got some good rolls and I am stable. Yeah, we got our medicine last time. So I could go over here and haul materials. With my 5... This would be a 100% chance to work. Yeah. I think I'll use my 5 for that. Might have been... This will finish off yard hand and give me a little bit of energy, which I did need as well. Okay. Here we are. So what did we get added here? Lim and Mina. Worker and daughter. And I have access to the Havenage offices. Okay, we're gonna have a lot of stuff to check on this episode. So yeah, you're the systems engineer that I ran into. Let's check with you. Sleeper. Feng catches your attention as you approach the Havenage building, leaning against a bay door at the side of the entrance. You approach. Easier to come in this way. Security, all that. Gives you a look. You know. Slams a button as the bay creaks open, blinking lights into the dark behind it. You follow Feng inside. Truth be told, I don't spend much time upstairs. This is where I work. The door hisses as it closes behind you. The bay is filled with pieces of hardware, all rigged up to generators and diagnostic slates and things you don't recognize that glow with blue screen lights. There's a chorus of hums that blends into a single wave of static filling the dark corners of the room. Feng leans on a server stack and gestures around. You like it? What is all this? Taps a nearby server stack, which bleeps in response. This is my treasure trove, all dredged up from the sea of systems we call the Eye. You wouldn't believe what this place runs on. He steps over to a towering block, speckled with vents. Some of these systems are from the original station, I forget what the name of that symbol is. Something 1. The one Solheim built. We've had to invent new components, repair things we never built, reverse engineer subsystems into existence. Residents here look up at the Eye and think they are seeing a concrete reality, but this place is a system in constant flux. Decaying and growing, collapsing into new configurations. Walks down between the hardware stacks and you follow. We're keeping this place alive, but also remaking it into something new, dragging it away from those corporate origins. He stops. At least that's what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I like this idea. Turns back to face you among the flickering machines. They hum all around you. I know you can see this too, Sleeper. All these systems and connections. You can, can't you? I can. Makes sense, right? You're between here and there, between the people and their systems. You light this place up like a beacon. That's what I need. Glance at the lights around you, and as you do, they seem to flicker, to realign, to follow your gaze. Feng notices it too. Guessing being a beacon isn't always ideal when you're on the run, though. Yeah. Yep, and as you do, they flicker. Yep. They're tracking me. That's you on the shoulder. Maybe I can help with that. There's a lot of old growth in this place. Subsystems I can't see. Access protocols lost to time and decay. Secrets. A shitload of secrets. With your help, I could unlock this place. Break off those last ghost limbs of corporate control. Lowers his voice below the hum. Even in Havenage, there's old growth. Those whose roots trace back into those bad old days. You help me dredge up the past, and I'll see what I can do about that tracker of yours, he winks. What do you say, Sleeper? I'm in. Feng pumps his fist and claps you on the shoulder. He meets your eye. You won't regret it, Sleeper. Feng passes you a ragged-looking metal tab. A gift, he smiles. It's a Solheim cipher. Dug it out from the depths of the station. Slot that into an old network gate and you'll be able to pull out all kinds of secrets from the nodes inside. Walks you back to the front of the bay. Start by bringing me whatever you can turn up. Use that emulated mind of yours and see what's there. Let's get a picture of how things are. Those above, he nods at the ceiling, have granted me an acquisitions budget. I can pay you for whatever useful data you bring in. I know you need it. Slams the door button again. Keep it quiet and keep it clean, Sleeper. I'll see you soon. You step, blinking back out into the passage, those flickering lights still in the back of your mind. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how many of these characters I can actually trust, but we're just gonna have to go with our gut here. So, disable my tracker seems like a pretty important objective. That's why I kind of went with it without thinking about it much. Okay, there's a new location over there. Feng's Bay. Oh my god, we get so much stuff to interact with. Okay, systems fitting. The sidereal horizon is webbed with complex systems, bundled like nerves in a body. Your job is to lay these systems in. Okay. And this one's engineer. The sidereal horizon is assembled block by block. You earned a place on the teams welding those blocks together. You have a spot supporting the weld team, a good place to prove you know how to put a ship together. System team is looking for new members. Prove yourself a reliable tech and you're in. Okay, so I can join welding or systems. I'm not good at either of those skills. Shipbuilding spots on the sidereal horizon are hard to come by. Poor work will see you drop from the roster. Okay, so I have to do well there if I want to accomplish anything. Hello. From the walkway, the sidereal... Is it sidereal or sidereal? I don't know. Ever since Disco Elysium, I look at real differently, but whatever. Looks impossibly vast, a landscape of plating and frames. All along her flanks, torches flicker, drones maneuver, arc lights glint. The sense of scale, of industry, is both stunning and strangely unsettling. From the walk... oh, there we go. Yeah. I started reading this again because I thought it was new text. She's quite beautiful, I think. Turned to see a figure a little way down the hallway, leaning at the railing. He's thin, ragged, his work gear poorly fitting and loose. The torches of the sidereal horizon flicker in his eyes as he turns to you. Lim, he leans back from the rail, revealing a child standing beside him, staring out at the ship. And this is Mina, he adds with a smile. Hi, Mina. She stares and tucks herself behind Lim, who dutifully picks her up. She's a little slow to trust, aren't you, Mina? She buries her face in the folds of his overalls. Mina looks out from Lim's chest, a dark brown eye twinkling among the rough material. You working on her then? Lim asks eagerly, gesturing to the vast ship. Or just admiring? Shifts Mina's weight on his other arm. Admiring. Understandable. He nods, gazing back out at the sidereal horizon. You like her too, don't you, Mina? He jostles her a little. She's Mina and I's ticket out of this place. Our escape vector, so to speak. How? You haven't heard? Anyone who takes a havenage contract on the sidereal horizon will be entered into a draw for the transit support crew. He smiles. We won't get to sleep the journey through, but a couple of decades of service will be nothing for me and Mina if it means landfall in a new world. He winks. Wow, okay, so you can get entered into like a raffle to get taken somewhere else if you land a contract. Transit support? Uh-huh. Someone needs to stay awake to keep the thing running. Straightens up, stretching his back. It's a colony ship, friend. The Cellus Foundation is sending thousands to settle a system well outside the reach of the core worlds. It'll be a totally independent colony. No surrogacy, no corporations. Totally? Okay, thousands to settle a system, so they're sending out people to go be settlers. And it's going to be totally independent. No corpse. Okay. Yeah. Cellus Foundation? So, yeah, let's make sure it's a... Yeah, So, yeah, the sidereal horizon is the ship. Okay. I just wanted to confirm that. I believe. Straightens up. It's a colony ship, friend. The Cellus Foundation sending them to a system, yeah. So, why is it here? Why build it here, you mean? He grins. Don't ask me. I know as much as Mina about that. He ruffles Mina's hair thoughtfully. I suppose many corporations weren't too happy about breaking with the idea of surrogacy. Setting up somewhere without it feeding back to the core. Maybe Cellus got locked out of the corporate shipyards and had to go begging for somewhere to set up. Homeless, just like Mina and me. Okay, so the corps don't like the idea of this Cellus Foundation making a totally independent settlement that doesn't feed back into the main corp. So they were locked out and like basically blacklisted from staying at other shipyards, so they had to come out here to like this area where a lot of people are just kind of hiding out. It's like a rogue's den or an outlaw area of sorts. Mina responds by pushing his hand away. Daddy, she whispers. Food, pulling an exaggerated grumpy face. She glances furtively at you as she plays with a set of dog tags that hang from Lim's neck. I'm just chatting a little, meanie. Give Daddy a sec. Turns back to you and you suddenly notice how tired he looks. I'm not on the Havenage crew yet, but I'll work my way in. You can do it too, friend. We have to stick together. He smiles a little shakily and you wonder how long he's been working to break into the official shipyard crew. I'm working on it. He looks out the sidereal horizon as if trying to pull energy from those flickering torches from the vast hull. Gotta hold out, okay? You aren't quite sure if he's talking to you. That's how it works. While he stares out, Mina catches your eye curiously. Yeah. Who is he talking to? You agree, Mina? She straightens up and meets your eye. Daddy loves me, she says it stubbornly, daring you to question her. Lim smiles and lifts Mina. That's it, we hold on. He smiles sheepishly at you. There are just a couple of softies, isn't that right, Mina? Sets her down, standing by his side, and she clings to his leg. Gotta go feed this one, he pats her back. Maybe see you on a shift, huh? He turns and they walk down the hallway, away from the shipyard. You see them talking, and then a moment later, Mina turns around and stops. See you, robot! Her shouts echo down the hallway, and she flashes you a parting smile before running to catch up with Lim. You watch them a little before you turn back to the impossible scale of the sidereal horizon. A ticket out. Oh god, new drive. Great, that's what I need, another one. So I gotta disable my tracker. I gotta get a sidereal ticket. Or sidereal ticket. Oh boy. And I gotta survive. There's so much to do. There's so much to do! Okay, well at least I met Lim and Mina. We got new people. I do wonder how I'm ever gonna upgrade my character. It like won't, yeah. Like how am I ever actually gonna get upgrade points, period? Because I haven't gotten any yet. Alright. So okay, here at the shipyard. Sophisticated tech is rare on the eye. So the shipyard is happy to pay for ship mine fragments they can dismantle and reuse. And tracking yet again. A slate in the office advertises that Havenage are looking for informants on gang activity in the eye. They'll pay. So I can rat out the gang. But the gang is also the one that's supplying me with my medicine, so I don't know. Feng will pay you well for any Solheim data you dredge up from the Eye's old systems. What he does with it is anyone's guess. Scoping the systems. Feng wants to get a look at what data is hiding in deep in the subsystems on the Eye, so I could go and take care of this right now. If we just go to the Eye here. There was one that needed a Solheim thingy, right? That's a Havenage cipher. I don't have a 2. This is an agent. I don't have a 2. One of these requires... yeah, I think it's this one. Yes. Okay, so input a cipher. It conceals a network of systems which have been untouched since the Solheim collapse. Alright, gimme. Gate 7S access. With a squawk of noise, the old gates flips open, granting access. Okay, now we have Solheim nodes to check out. Okay, yeah, now we got a bunch of new things here. 4 different nodes. Okay, they all require... this requires a 2. A 1, which I do have. This node is leaking corrupted contractor lists from the early days of the system's palladium rush. Yeah, I mean, I have a 2, so let's go ahead and do it. Extract that data. Neutral outcome, Solheim data. Cool. Yep, set of data unearthed, so we can go turn that in. As you drift back from the node, something latches onto you. A thread. Strung tight around you. It tethers you in place. A taste. The voice makes you shiver. Its source somehow both distant and close behind your ear. Are these people tracking me? Shit. You see a distant glint of light shut off, and then suddenly a shape is at your side. It stalks around you, circling like a shark, like a wolf. Entity unknown. Astringent. Processing. Let's stay still. Please, hold. Whoa. Hunters, sentient protocol unraveling. Is this like, did I trip the security? The thread around you thickens until it is a ring, a cylinder, a tunnel of light circled around you. It is blinding for a moment, and then it is gone. As it fades, you see a figure, a creature in front of you. Its strange head flickers between different angles, reading you. What are you? The shape paces around you on lithe legs, though there's no ground here to pace on. Entity, identify, origin, serial, cadence. Figure faces you expectantly. Sleeper, SNR. Unknown. Known. Figure's strange head rotates. Brackish signature. Of and not of. Attempting interface. As the figure speaks, more threads begin to spiral from its head. Thick, snaking, vine-like ribbons that flex and wave, they approach with intent. Stop. Figure halts its threads, its head twitching. Entity, your identity is unknown. We only seek to correct illegalities. Can you confirm your legal right to sentience? I'm a person. Incorrect, you are an entity. All at once, Hunter's head is directly in front of yours, blocking your vision. You stink of their taste, the one from the sealed dock. Hunter shimmers with fury. I will find access. I will interface. I stink of the ones from the sealed dock. Sealed dock? Entity hides in the rotunda. You are its puppet. Hunter extends a razor-edged thread. I will not be diverted from my task. Glows with murderous intent. Oh god. An entity hides in the rotunda and I am its puppet. So, let's see. Incorrect, you are an entity. Stink of their taste. The one from the sealed dock. Figure. Are you talking about, Feng? Strike. You lash out with all your force. Not a physical strike, but a focusing. A spike of interference leaping out like the tip of a spear. Hunter stumbles, shifts, separates. You open your eyes, blinking back into the station light, shaking with fear. Yeah, was that because... Oh god. Is it talking about Feng? Oh boy. Okay, so we have another Solheim node. I need a 4. And we have another one of these. I need a 3, which I do have. I do have a 3. So I could do that. Maybe we hold off though. I might need this 3. So let's get out of here. We can go turn in with See, no, Feng wasn't at the rotunda. The rotunda's over here, right? Bright market, surgery. I'm pretty sure this is the rotunda when I explored it. Okay, let's go see Feng and turn this in. Alright, I have a Solheim data. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Scoping the systems. Plus 15 cryo, scoping the systems. Okay, cool. So we did that. Okay, that's that. My empty container. We have to do something about that. I gotta help Dragos. Yeah, we need to actually do this today. This is safe. And there's a 25% chance I'll get a negative here. But I would rather not use my 6s on something like this. So I just need to help out a little bit. Neutral. Okay, good. That's worth it. We got a little bit of cryo for that. Okay, I'm fine with that. That's good. The ambergris. Yeah, I could do more hull repairs. I could. But what is this? Okay, the rotunda. So yeah, no, this is specifically referring to the rotunda. So the people are going to be arriving here. Could buy rations. Not sure if your frame can metabolize. I might buy a ration instead of the food this time. Okay, wait. This. The sealed dock, right? Solheim docking bay. This is what, the hunter was referring to. It says I'm being used by someone over here. The sealed dock at the rotunda. So someone there is using me somehow? Let's also go check out the scrap freighter. Most of what comes in from the starboard belt is corroded trash, but sometimes something valuable can be found among the salvage. The big stuff goes to the shipyard, the valuable stuff to the markets. They'll let you buy a few crates, but not much more. Why do I want scrap? Freighter crew are eager to get their payload onto the Ort exchange, and they'll pay a wage to anyone willing to help them. Freighter will stay docked for as many cycles as it takes to offload its haul of scrap into the Havenage yards. Okay. So I have time to buy scrap, and I can do this new action if I want to. Okay. Bright market. What did we have here? I can explore. This is, yep, that's not available anymore. Local knowledge. Yeah, this is a 50% positive, 50% neutral, so I think I'm going to use this here to finish off getting local knowledge from the market. Come on. Neutral. Just neutral. Okay, but we're done. We're done with the market now. New drive discovered. Build a ship mind. You've heard talk of a fabricator owned by the Ort Exchange. With that and a few fragments, you should be able to build a ship mind core. Disable my tracker. Yeah, oh my god, there's so much. There's so much. Okay, there's the surgery, so the Ort Exchange. Play the exchange. The flow of chits and components in the exchange is complex, but a sharp eye and some tight trades can net you a good margin. Oh my god, we're at the stock market. The Ort Exchange is always hungry for new hardware to buy up, break down, and sell off. Okay, so I can sell scrap components, or I can play the exchange to get trusted trader. There's an old ship mine fabrication stack in the back of the market, but only trusted traders. Okay, so I can either do that or do that. So I probably need to get scrap and sell it there. That would probably be the best way to handle it. I do need energy. Yeah, let's input some cryo. Or I said I was gonna try and buy some drinks to see what happens too. And yeah, this we still can't get in until I get 60 cryo. Alright, I'm gonna buy a drink. Let's get a drink. It's cheaper. And just see what happens. Yeah. Okay, it gives me an energy. Cool. Alright, so... Good. Good. I could buy rations to get my energy all the way up. I don't think I need to do that, though. So... Should I instead... Okay, I think I'm gonna use my other 6 on the ambergris. Ambergris? Yeah, let's do this. Boom. 100% positive. This should get me 2. Boom, boom. Then Kita's help. You systematically isolate, remove, repair, and reseal the whole plates. Amber looks better and better by the hour. Okay, so we're doing pretty well over there. I think I'm gonna buy some scrap. I can only get a certain amount, mind you. So let's buy some scrap, and then I'll go sell it at the exchange. I can only buy 3 of them, though. So I got a random scrap item, and yeah, okay. Now we got scrap components. I can go over here to the exchange, and rather than play the stock market, I can just put my scrap components in here, and they will be happy with me. That only gives me 1, though, and I do get some cryo back, however. Okay. So I do get a little bit of a refund doing that. I am getting a net negative, though, out of it. Okay, I think that's all I wanted to do. I don't really think there's much else I can do. I've used all of my dice. Yeah, there's an update for me here, but... Okay, we have a lot of new things to follow up on, but I feel like I did a pretty okay job with it. I'm still stable. We're of course going to be going down. We didn't check in with Sabine, actually. Are they okay? Wow, it's 100 to buy stabilizer. Wow, okay. Okay. Well then. Alright, I guess let's get back to my empty container and chill. Yeah. Rest and prepare. Yep, I mean there's not much else for us to do right now. So we can rest, and then I think when we get to the next day here... Oh, ooh, we got another 6. That is good. That'll probably be used on the ship. Okay, so the game hasn't saved yet. We can go for... Let's see. Okay, it did just save. We'll go for a little bit longer. I'll take care of a few more things. How about that? So... Yeah, the assembly line. I think maybe I'll start working on this stuff after I finish the ship for Ankita. I can't spread myself out too thin. Okay, yeah, and there we need ship mine fragments and stuff. Feng's Bay. Okay, I'm just trying to check in on everything. Alright, Dragos. I need to get like a positive off of this, ideally. This is safe. I think I'm gonna use the 4 or the 3. Or should I use the 3 to get more information out of the whatchamacallit stuff? I mean, I gotta do Dragos' stuff. I'm just gonna use my 3 here. I could use this in the eye to get some stuff, but negative. Shit. Can I... Okay, I can do it twice. I think we're gonna have to use another 4 here. I need to stay ahead of the curve on this. Can I please get a positive? Damn it, always neutral. At least we got paid a little bit. Tomorrow I'm just really going to have to make sure I do this. Maybe if I have some leftover dice we can come back. Okay, yeah, there's still that. The bar, let's get a drink, and I'm gonna buy some rations as well. Tala keeps some expired Solheim rations behind the bar for those weary spacers who ask you why the Overlook doesn't serve food. Let's go ahead and get some of that. There we go. Plus energy. Cool. Alright, now we're pretty high up again. And... yeah... Oh, okay, wait, buying rations didn't actually contribute to this. I thought it would, but it specifically says buy a stiff drink. I mean, okay, I'll buy one more drink. I need one more energy anyway. There we go, now we're good. Energy, okay. Cool, okay, we did that. The glass shatters on the steel bar beside you, and the taunts don't take long to follow. Oh, gods. Hey, Haunt, Spacer calls across the low room. What are you doing here? Laughs at his own lame joke. Playing human? Ignore him. You hunch a little further, staring at the hundreds of tiny impact points that scar the bar. A hand falls on your shoulder, but as you flinch away, it pats reassuringly. You freeze in place. Out! The voice comes from behind you, spat out like a shot. You turn to see bright eyes, dark hair, a stare that could breach the wall and vent you all into hard vacuum. As you turn back to the spacer, the second glass comes sailing through the air. Catch it? Catch it. Oh! Damn it, I wanted to be cool! I should have just ducked. You reach off a hand and the glass shatters across your forearm, showering you in fragments. Through the haze of glass and giral vapor, you see Tala leap the bar and close the distance to the spacer. The thud as he slams into the wall echoes around the bar like thunder. Now flanked by other figures, quick to their feet, Tala throws the spacer out through the door and stands silhouetted against the rotunda lights. You touch your arm and it feels wet. Someone helps you to your feet and back onto your stool. I just wanted to be cool! Broken glass rattles as it is cleared, and a fresh measure of girol is glugged out in front of you. That same hand, warm, heavy, falls on your shoulder once more. He isn't coming back. We don't tolerate that kind of shit here. Tala flops onto the stool beside you. Let's get a good look at you. Tala wipes the powdered glass from around the wound, and someone places a bottle of alcohol in a metal tin with tweezers on the bar. She disinfects them and then turns to you. That was an ambitious catch, she smiles, pulling a sliver of glass from your forearm. Stupid, but ambitious. I tried, damn it! You don't feel the pain, only the string of status messages your body delivers concerning dermal damage and exposed structures. You do feel the care, though, as Tala's bright eyes search your thick synthetic skin for splinters. Watch her. Tala works with the skill of someone who's had to pick glass splinters from the skin of a stranger before. She hones in on each bright shard, all the time tapping the tweezer tips in little rhythms that only she can follow. Tala smiles to herself. So you've been on the eye long? You're badass, I like you. Just arrived. I thought so. I've only seen you here a couple of times. Splinter clinks into the tin. Not everyone is like that, idiot. We don't all hate you. She glances around. Some of the regulars, maybe they fear you, maybe they're just curious. I don't know, but I do know that the Overlook is a safe place. I know what it's like to be new in this place, trust me. She meets your eye. I'm not trying to convince you of anything or separate you from your chits. I just want you to know that you need someone, you can always come here. I know the rations we've got aren't much, and the company is, she leans in, limited. But if you need work, I'll happily put you behind the bar, and if you need shelter, well, we can discuss that. You'll be safe. I usually have Francis on the door, but he's up in the Greenway this cycle, haggling with our supplier. Francis tends to be particular about what we serve, even if the clientele isn't. She places her tweezer in the tin with a clink. That's you, Sleeper. Here, she glides the glass of Girol to you. This'll help. She stops, her hand still on the glass. Wait, does this help? I mean, can you get drunk? Let's find out. She laughs. Just don't sit here too long. I'd hate to see you become a real regular. She walks back around the bar, gathering the glasses as she does, and before long is retelling how she threw that spacer out to a new group that just wandered in, complete with dramatic actions. Yeah, it was pretty badass. I looked like a stupid doofus, but you looked awesome. She gestures in your direction and you instinctively look away, back to the worn surface of the bar. You take a sip of the Girol. The earthy fungal tones fill your senses, almost blocking out sight and sound, like diving headfirst into a bog. You may not be able to get drunk, but this connection to something grown, something fermented, something old, feels good. Okay, that was cool. Alright, well, we've hit 30 minutes now, so I think we will go ahead and end things off there. I just wanted to look cool in front of the cool bartender, and instead I look like a doofus because I tried to catch the glass. I'm sorry, alright? Like she said, I was ambitious, okay? And my ambition got the better of me. I wanted to do the cool thing. I was like, well, I'm like a physical character. Well, I have endure. I don't have engage. I don't, maybe if my engage was higher it would have worked, but I don't even think that's the case. But I tried. At least I can take a hit, okay? At least my endure is high. So, alright, well, with that, I think we're gonna go ahead and end this episode of Citizen Sleeper off here. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.